Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Six Cars. We're in the car. I'm on camera. That can only mean one thing. It's time for yet another vlog. So we are actually just parked up outside of the Porsche Experience Center Toronto, the world's newest Porsche Experience Center. And I haven't been here before, actually, so I'm very curious to check it out and see what it's like inside. But the reason we're here in the first place is because there is a massive Porsche meet going on. It's the 10th anniversary of the Porsche True North Club. So this is going to be massive, guys. I can only assume it's going to be hundreds of cars here and some really special Porsches too. So without further ado, I'm going to head over there right now and check it out. In the meantime, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button, leave your comments and your likes. It really helps, guys. But let's go check out a ton of Porsches. All right, here we are, entered Porsche Experience Center Toronto. Big facility, and this is just like the opening parking lot. This is just a tiny bit of the cars that are here. Start off with the RWB 993 cab that we've seen a few times now on the channel. Nice to see it outside though, top down. It is looking so good. It is the Heavenly Kit too, so the much wider wide body from Nakai's son, bricks and forged wheels. And I don't know if we've actually taken like a close look at these seats before, but they are so nice. That black and yellow plaid pattern, carbon bucket seats, so nice. Duckbill spoiler, nice, like almost like frozen blue sort of looking Spider RS. That's very lovely. You have a 911 Turbo 50 here too. That's very good. So there are quite a few 911s, obviously, as you would imagine. It's a massive turnout. But over there is where the big crowd is. So many cars. So I'm going to head right into the big pit over there and find the coolest Porsches we possibly can. How is this for an intro? Tons of 992 GT3 RSs lined up here. I like the martini livery on this one, but so nice. It is an after dark meet, but we got here just at the right moment. We've got a bit of a sunset left in the distance there, so it should look very good on camera as cars are still rolling in. This meet does go on for a couple of hours, so I'll go right into the nighttime. And I did want to point out this GT3 RS in particular as well, because as you can see, a lot more aero than the standard one. This is the Manthey Racing kit, so a lot of extra carbon fiber goodies and some, I think it's fiberglass plastic at the front there too with those canards. But the big thing I want to point out is what's going on at the back here. You got this massive shark fin that is connected to that even bigger rear wing. And one of the biggest selling features of the new 992 is the wing, but obviously the end plates on this one even bigger, and that shark fin is so cool. A lot more downforce, and you've got those like turbo fan wheels at the back too. A real like retro vibe with that car. That is so nice. And even more GT3 RSs as we go down the aisle here. Looks like they are all 992s on this side. I'm sure there'll be some other classics back there as well, but all different specs too, which I do quite like. You can go basically from white to the red, or even what appears to be a PTS back here. I'm not sure if that's a wrap or not, but that color looks so good. Almost has like a sea foam, like turquoisey effect on it. That is so nice on the new GT3 RS. That is a beautiful spec, and another gray one back here as well for good measure. So drawing a big crowd obviously here. This is the 911 GT3 R Rennsport, a much more extreme version of the race going GT3R, and this was basically a track day special. Even more aero than the actual standard race car. I think there's only 77 of these in the entire world as well, so that's why it is drawing such a big crowd. And yeah, you can basically see the difference obviously between a standard GT3 RS road car and this track only special. I gotta take you to the back there as well, so you guys can check out that rear wing as they're just opening up some of the components too, so you can check out inside. It's cool to have that special access, but I'll take you guys around to the back so we can see there as well. So yeah, from the back you can obviously see where there's a lot more aero. I do love this sweeping section at the back here, just a massive rear diffuser and a ginormous rear wing at the back. So not like the traditional swan neck you would see on the GT3R race car. This one has a bit more like road going vibes, I would say, but still a ton of downforce being generated from that, and such a cool looking car. Obviously completely gutted out in the back, a bit hard to see as it is a bit dark out, but there's not much to see in there. A big roll cage is pretty much all you will find. But yeah, like I mentioned, only 77 of these in the world. I think first one we've seen on the channel too, so cool little addition for us here on Six Cars, and a good way to start the pit here, we'll call it, as we'll check out more of the cars at the PTN After Dark meet. Right on the other side of that GT3R Rennsport, we got this beautiful seal gray Carrera GT as well. I was hoping we would have one of these here, and we did, in a pretty iconic color, I would say. Not the standard silver, it is a bit darker, but man, it's always good to see a Carrera GT. We'll take you guys around to the front. There we go, front and center here. there is that GT3 R Rennsport as well. And again, like I said, we're not even very deep into the pit here. We're already finding some pretty damn good Porsches, ladies and gentlemen. So I think it will just get better and better as the night goes on and we check out what else is waiting for us here at the Experience Center. I want to show you guys this RS2. It's another Manthey Racing kit, but if you actually take a closer look, I didn't notice this at first, but look at all the carbon fiber accents here, finished in dark red. I don't think I've ever seen that on an RS before. I can imagine that is a lot of money for those options. You can see the red wheels too, the red decals. The entire roof also finished in red tinted carbon fiber, and really hard to see in the dark, but I do believe that the shark fin here as well is also finished in that same red carbon. Even like the wing accents also have it too. So wow, a lot of attention to detail going into the spec. And you guys can see here the entire like rear window section of the car in the Manthey Racing kit is completely covered up too to make room for that new shark fin. But holy moly, that is quite the car. And get a back look here so you guys can get a look at the girth of the wing. The lights are pretty blinding, but yeah, you guys can still make out all of the crazy aero on the Manthey kit. We are losing light pretty quickly. Unfortunately, October here in Canada, the days end a bit quicker than they used to, but we can still check out what the back of the lot has to offer us, like this very nice Spider RS. You can see a 991.2 GT3 RS over there. Other GT cars here like a GT4. We've got what appears to be like a Viper Green 992 GT3. That's a very good looking color, and plenty of 911s as the row continues. Do see a nice GT Silver GT4 RS here as well. Got a GT3 Touring, another 992 GT3 over there. It just keeps going and going. There are no shortage of Porsches here, as I've mentioned multiple times here. And there we do get a good little scope of the land here, just how big this Porsche Experience Center is here in Toronto. I mean, basically what you guys can see over here is a massive track. And this is something that's incredibly unique to all the Porsche Experience Centers. They'll have their own dedicated racetrack. You can see the skid pad there for drifting. And this is a pretty nice layout. I think we should definitely come back here in the daylight where we can get a better look at this track, because it's got corners inspired by all different tracks around the world. I think this is supposed to be like a corkscrew up there from Laguna Seca. Way down at the end there too, there's a banked hairpin like the Nürburgring carousel. So it's a really well done facility, guys. And like I said, just more and more Porsches as it just keeps on going down the line here. The Lizard Green 991.2 with the YSEC package on that. And we do have a nice Taycan Cross Turismo here in what appears to be like Ruby Star Pink. And it does have some modified wheels on it as well. Again, lighting not too kind here at this event, but we can still get what we can get as we'll continue to go down the line. Got a nice red GT4 RS here. Probably one of the better looking colors for this car. I'd say definitely maybe in the top three, I would have to say. I think it just suits this GT4 RS so nicely, especially against the yellow brake calipers too with the carbon ceramics. That is very nice. Got a nice GT3 Touring over there. A very good looking humble 944. I think it's a really good looking car and a bit of a bargain buy these days too. So nice to see one of those here amidst all of the Caymans and 911s here. Another GT4S there, finished in orange. Nice to see all of the different colors here as the lineups just keep going and going. And just a couple more really nice cars towards the front of the lot here too. We didn't see earlier another nice GT4 RS. This one is a PTS color. Again, my PTS friends can help me identify this, but nice like bluish silvery metallic color. And then this very nice 993 Carrera S with sort of a GT tribute build as well, the gold BBSs and that GT2 style wing at the back. That is very nice. And what appears to be a PTS 992 Turbo S as well. Again, PTS friends can help me identify this like darkish green color. There's so many PTS colors, but I do really like this one. It does really pop very nicely. And then just a quick look inside. It's such a nice facility. I mean, we've got some cars lined up. There are some like classrooms downstairs where you can learn about the track as well. Got another nice Spider RS parked up there. We've got the Porsche merch shop. There's a simulator room back there. Plenty of stuff to do in here, but I do want to show you guys the view as we step outside the door here to the balcony. Go out here, more cars posted up outside on the balcony, but we can actually get a nice look of the entire facility from up here where we can see all the cars lined up here in the front parking lot, and then the massive pit that we saw earlier in the distance there with the lights. So just a really, really nice setting here. Nice to actually finally see the Experience Center, but we'll stick around and watch some of the cars leaving as well before we head out. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Porsche content. Some of the GT3 RS is pulling out now. Love this one, the Maple Leaf spec. Let's go. Yo, better look at the Martini liveried one. You can actually see like blue accents in the seats and the interior as well. It's a lot more than I thought at first glance. It's a highly spec car right there. Does it ever look good? Wow, that's loud. And we do the Carrera GT starting up to wrap up the event here at Porsche Experience Toronto. So see if they can get this thing going.
No, so that
There we go, some unexpected driving action for the GT3 R Rennsport. That was really nice. I was not expecting to actually see this track-only car driving, so it sounds incredible. The gearbox, the exhaust, just amazing sounds out of this car. As it will be loading back onto its trailer shortly as we are wrapping up the event here at the Porsche Experience Center Toronto. I would say that was a very well put on show though. Lots of cool stuff, plenty of GT Porsches, and of course all topped off with this extremely rare GT3 R Rennsport. Okay guys, next stop for the weekend, we are back on the rooftop here in Yorkville. We've had a lot of car meets in the past. This one is with Grand Touring. We got a bit of a Lamborghini gathering going on, so maybe a lot of like Aventadors and Huracans, the likes of that, and probably Revueltos too. So take a quick little walk around, see what is here and what will show up in the future too. So we have some new current offerings from the dealer, the Revuelto and the Huracan Technica. Really nice color actually. It's like sort of like color shift between like purple and blue depending on what lights you look at it. But thankfully it's a really nice day too. Beautiful for early October here, so we do actually get to see a bit of that color shift effect with green accents too, like a Joker kind of effect going on there. We've got Aventador S Roadster, Liberty Walk Aventador. Haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is like the OG Liberty Walk kit too. They do a lot of like crazier super silhouette styles now, but this is just the classic over fenders, big GT wing at the back, and this is absolutely slammed too, I would imagine, on air ride suspension. I don't think you're getting into the parking garage with a static build like that, but there you go, Liberty Walk Aventador. Not what I was expecting to see here, and we'll keep going and see what else we can find. Go another Revuelto over here, a bit more of a low-key spec than that bright blue one that we saw before, but I do like that. It has a nice fighter jet kind of vibe to it. Huracan STO. We've got Aventadors over here, but the one I did want to show you guys is the turquoise one right here, because this one actually does have some modifications to it. It does have that like LP 720 50th anniversary style body kit with the aftermarket wheels too. What caught my attention though is the Amnesia sticker on the side here. Reminiscent shouts out to our origin stories back in Japan. Actually, if you look at the back here too, it does have the Adachi Japanese plates too. Adachi at the north end of Tokyo, where Anija's shop is actually based out of. I think this is the Vorsteiner kit on this car, but hey, cool to see some Japanese representation here, of course, with the Neon Lamborghini crew back there. That is nice to see. We've got a nice LP700 Roadster there, finished in Verde Ithaca. What appears to be another Vorsteiner kit here on this Huracan. That is nice. Gallardo Spider. We've got a beautiful Aventador S here in yellow. I think that might be Giallo Tenerife. Sort of like that highlighter yellow. Beautiful looking color. Got the Performante, Revuelto, more Huracans down there. Another Revuelto. Not a bad selection, guys. And a few more cars down here too. The Huracan Evo Spider. This is the Sheepy Race Huracan Performante, so the crazy twin turbo kit. We've seen this car around at a few events now, but always good to see that again, putting down some ridiculous horsepower. Cool actually see it moving at some point, but nice we get to see that again. Have another Revuelto, or two, make that two different Revueltos. Does look good in yellow actually. That one is a fairly similar spec to the one that we saw back upstairs there, but I do like this yellow one with the matching yellow seats too. Beside that though, the Murcielago LP640, definitely the coolest car in this event. Looks like it's in immaculate condition too. And again, good thing it is a nice sunny day too. You guys can really get a feel for the paint on this car too, and you can see the yellow stitching through the seats there as well. It's just a beautiful looking car, not modified at all, just in its original form. That is just lovely to see that one. But yeah, not a bad little turnout, I gotta say, for a October morning here in Toronto. Situation report: coffee in glasses at a parking lot, Cars and Coffee. Can't say we've done this before, but yeah, we'll wait for some cars to leave here as the event's winding down. What? Just a little bit of a crowd. Oh. And here we go, guys. A nice surprise after the Lamborghini event. We've got a Bugatti Veyron Grandsport with a full orange body. This was actually originally the North American press car, and now it is customer owned in Toronto. I don't think I've actually ever seen this out and about, so that is a really nice surprise. A nice treat, as I mentioned. A great owner, just a massive car guy, great collection he has. This is very special, obviously, as I mentioned. Again, beautiful day here in October, top down. This is the ideal time to drive your Grandsport Vitesse, and you guys can see the orange stitching in the interior, those giant intakes on the back for the W16. Just a lovely, lovely car. Really, again, just a treat to see this. Was not expecting to have this in October, but yeah, never know what you're gonna find, guys, here on Six Cars. That's all I can say. And you gotta make sure you watch till the end to get all of the good surprises. That is pretty epic.